Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Sadie. And what we're going to be doing on this video is talking to you about common track violations. So I am a track and field official, and one of the sad things about this coronavirus is that we're not able to participate in spring sports. So, and of course, since I'm a track and field official, I'm really itching to be able to use my track and field officiating skills. So in order to do that, we're going to practice on Sadie. She's an athlete, she's a sprinter, so we're going to show you some different ways or different track violations that hopefully you can avoid if you are a track and field athlete. So the main tool that is used for demonstrating that a track and field athlete has violated a rule is a flag. So you notice it's not very long. Now this one, the flag is red, but the flag could also be yellow. So white flags represent that an athlete is fine. A red or yellow represents that they have violated a track and field rule. So it looks like she's doing fine so far. Right now she is staying, this is her team's camp. So she is kind of getting herself mentally prepared. She's sniffing around, making sure that her mind is right, bad angle, and that she's getting herself mentally ready, and really physically ready, because look, I mean, she's standing still right now, but as you saw earlier, she was moving around. So it looks like she's doing fine so far. We'll see if she keeps it up. So right here we have two lanes of our track. One is the purple lane and the blue lane, and Sadie has been assigned to the blue lane. So we're going to see, first of all, does she check in on time? Because if you don't check in on time, well, you're not allowed to run in a race. Looks like Rex is in the purple lane. He's ready. He's checked in. Good job, Rex. He's starting to stretch. But look at that. So Sadie's race starts in about 1 minute. Rex is checked in, but Sadie isn't anywhere near her lane. So we're going to give her a little bit of time to check in. If she doesn't check in, she's in heat number 2, so heat number 1 is in their lane, and they're setting up their blocks. So if she doesn't check in by the time they start, well, she's out of luck. So every good track and field official always keeps track of who's checked in and who has not. So we have heat 2. We know Sadie is in the blue and she hasn't checked in, but I know that Rex is in the purple, and I check marked his name because, well, he's checked in. So anybody who's not checked in won't be able to run the race. So we'll see if she shows up. So Miss Sadie, I am sorry you checked in too late. See Rex, his heat. He's doing his jumps and preparing his muscles to do his race. But Sadie, I'm going to have to talk to your coach because you didn't check in on time. It's too late. Rex was prepared. He's getting himself ready for his race. And you were too interested in playing in the field. So you're disqualified from this race. Hopefully you check into your next race on time. I know. Well, you know what? We all make mistakes. Hopefully we just learn from it. All right. So luckily, during her second race, Sadie did check in on time. And as you can see, she's still in the blue lane. So we're getting ready to start the race. And looks like she's in her correct lane for now. So we'll see if she stays in the right lane. Oh, and you notice what she did? So the race has started, and she crossed over from the blue lane into the purple lane. And Sadie, not only that, not only did you cross into the wrong lane, but you're running, you can't run in the grass, okay? You have to stay on the track. So that would be almost like a double violation. Oh, and not only that, so that's 3 violations. So Sadie, 2 common violations that you just did were you crossed over into another lane. You know, when you're sprinting, you can't do that. You have to stay in your own lane. And she ran into the grass. And not only that, but when I'm trying to talk to her, she's giving me attitude. Yeah, so Sadie, when a track and field official talks to you, you need to make sure that you're listening. You can't ignore them, okay? That would be called being a sore loser, okay? We can't do that. We always have to learn from our mistakes. See? I'm going to have to talk to her coach. Right now she's giving some pretty bad attitude. Hopefully she cleans that up for her next race. Okay, so Sadie has checked into her 3rd race. She's got an attitude check. And I think her coach let me know that he thinks that she will do better this time. So we'll see what she does. All right, ready, Sadie? So the commands for a sprint, we would say, on your mark, set, and then bang. So athletes always have to wait until the gun goes off before they can start. So you ready, Sadie? All right. So I see her feet are behind the line. That's good. All right, Sadie. On your mark, get set. Oh. Now, we also have to say bang for this because, as you saw, she had a false start. So she basically crossed over that starting line before the gun went off. So that means that she is disqualified from this race. So, seems like she's doing a different violation each time. So maybe she needs to have her coach go over those rules again. But at least it's early in the season, so she has plenty of time to learn. It's always best to make mistakes early rather than when you come to the league in the postseason. When people are running, and I don't know if you caught that, but Sadie was just starting another race, and you notice I'm in the purple lane and she's supposed to be in the blue lane yet again, but I was trying to move my feet and she interfered. See? And she keeps doing it. She continues to do it. So that would be another red flag. So Sadie is disqualified from this race. She caused me to have to stop so I wouldn't trip. So you can't interfere. And it looks like she didn't learn her lesson yet. She's still interfering. So she decided that she was going to try to get as close to the inside of her lane as possible. Well, she ended up getting too close. So another common track and field violation is interfering. So if you're in a race that you can cut into the first lane, you always have to make sure to look before you cut in so you don't interfere, because that can cause you to get disqualified. So another super common track violation during running events is passing the baton outside of the exchange zone. So we have this little triangle, and it's different colors for every single relay event. But we're going to use this brick right here as the baton because I don't have any track and field batons here. So basically you have to be able to pass the baton within your exchange zone, which basically means you can't pass it before or after. It has to be within your exchange zone. So Sadie is the incoming runner, and the incoming runner is the one who hands off the baton. So she has the baton in her paws, but look, so as you can see, she is definitely not within the exchange zone whatsoever. So the baton and her front and her back legs are before the exchange zone starts. So Sadie, you were trying to pass off way too early. So I think you know what I'm going to say. Yep, you're right, Sadie. Your 4x100 meter relay team is disqualified because you tried to pass off way too early. So my suggestion, Sadie, is at practice this week. Well, thank you for apologizing. That's a much better attitude than you had before. I would suggest, Sadie, that you work with your team captain. So you need to make sure that you talk with your other 3 athletes and you guys practice passing off the baton within the exchange zone. Okay? Make sure you use those tennis balls. You can use those as a reference to decide where you need to place yourselves. So practice, practice, practice. So we hope you enjoyed our video about common track and field violations. So as you can see, I think Sadie's already starting to process all the mistakes she's made. And she's not going to let it get her down. That was just her first track meet. So we hope this helps and kind of adds a little